This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, every summer local businesses and people help kids who are blind or visually impaired have a great time at Campsite. We'll show you the impact they make next. Welcome to another week of FYI on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. I'm Ken Karen. Thank you so much for investing some time in us. Here's our Monday headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. A 19-year-old has been charged with a sexual assault of a child. 19-year-old Kevin Lopez of Hazleton was arrested Saturday by Hazleton City Criminal Detective Division for involuntary deviant sexual intercourse, a first-degree felony. According to police, the charge is the result of an investigation of a sexual assault allegedly involving Lopez and an 8-year-old victim. Lopez was arraigned by District Judge Martin Kane in Wilkes-Barre. Unable to post $10,000 bail, he was lodged in the Luzerne County Prison. His preliminary hearing is set for August 19th before District Judge Joseph Zola. A Hazleton man is facing a charge of child endangerment after an unresponsive child was found in his car. Hazleton police responded to the 500 block of West Broad Street around 7 p.m. on Sunday for a report of an unresponsive child locked in a vehicle. A car window was broken and the 4-year-old child was given aid and reported to be responsive but sluggish. The child was taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital for further evaluation and was later reported to be in good condition. Police allege that 44-year-old Azim Hosen left the boy in locked-up vehicle with the windows up while he went shopping. Hosen then came back to the vehicle to realize it was locked. Police say that Hosen lied on the scene as to how long the child was inside the locked car. Hosen was taken into custody and charged with endangering the welfare of a child, false reports to law enforcement, and leaving a child unattended in a motor vehicle. Children and Youth took custody of the 4-year-old child. Hosen was taken to Luzerne County Prison. Anyone with additional information on the incident is asked to call Hazleton Police by dialing 911. A memorial service was held in Shenandoah yesterday to honor firefighters who died during the past year. The solemn service marked the start of the 61st annual Schuylkill County Volunteer Firemen's Association Convention, which is being hosted by the Polish American Fire Company No. 4. Firefighters, led by a bagpiper, processed from Shenandoah Borough Hall to St. Casimir's Church yesterday afternoon. Monsignor Ronald Boshin told those in attendance that the firefighters are remembered in their masses every day. A bell tolled as the names of the 29 deceased firefighters from last year were read aloud. Following the service, an open house was held at the Schuylkill County Historical Fire Society headquarters in Shenandoah. Tonight, an important reminder for new students and 8th grade students who will be attending the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School. New student and 8th grade orientation will be held Tuesday, August 25th at 1 p.m. All new students to the building and incoming 8th grade students and their parents are invited to tour the building and meet the faculty and staff. On Friday, I moseyed on over to Eagle Rock Resort's Equestrian Center where they were hosting some special guests. You'll see in these parts there's a community organization known as Community Services for Sight, and every year they have a camp for kids that are blind or visually impaired. The camp is called Campsite, and we're going to see video of that right now, I reckon.
We've been out before to Eagle Rock, but this year Ida May here at Eagle Rock planned a really wonderful program for us, from grooming the horses to feeding, what it takes, even cleaning out the stall, not so much just the joy of being able to get on and ride. So the kids learned a lot today.
And we were talking about the therapy of animals, and you said you realized that, and even with the staff here, as soon as you got here.
Yes, you could just see a calm come over the children once they start petting the horses and they're feeding them, and the horses are kind of giving them a little nuzzle here and there. They just seem very calm and relaxed, and then the staff as well.
What do you hope the kids get out of it when you do take them horseback riding? Just another activity or showing them they can do? Or?
Yes, we want to show them. We try to give them opportunities that they may not otherwise have. So every kid may not get an opportunity to come out and go horseback riding with their family. So we want them to learn about the animals and know that they can do it, because sometimes because of their vision problem, they have this in their head where I can't do those things. But we make them try everything. And, never in harm's way, but always make sure that they can do things safely and teach them the safe way to do things.
Campsite, how's it been going?
This is a great year. Lots of brand new activities. We're very fortunate that we have such a great community that we live in, that everybody's so giving and helpful and really welcomes us into different places, because we don't have, we don't do it at our office. We're out in the community every day. We've been to Camp Kresge. which was a fantastic day. We were ice skating with the Penguins yesterday. Today we're here at Eagle Rock. Next week we're heading to the Tamaqua Community Arts Center. So lots of fantastic things and just lots of great experiences.
So you always liked horses. Tell me about that. Why'd you always like horses?
I don't know. It's just like when I was little, I was at a carnival and I was so scared to ride a horse. And when I read one, it was like so cute, and I petted it, and I started liking horses.
So that kind of calmed you down, that experience. Are you going to ride again today?
Mhm.
Yeah. What is it like? Why do you like riding the horse? What made you not afraid?
Because it was very calm when it went slow.
What did you learn to do today other than just riding the horses? What else did you guys do?
We got to learn how what the horses eat and stuff.
What do the horses eat?
Apples, and I think carrots.
Healthy diet.
And there's another fruit I forgot. Oh, and hay. They
And
eat
hay.
hay.
Good time at campsite. In other news, a prominent Washington, D.C. magazine has named D.C.'s top dog. Literally, Riley, an English cream golden retriever owned by Congressman Lou Barletta, received the honor from IJ Review. The designation lists Riley as the most gorgeous canine to come to work in the United States House and Senate. The pretty pup goes to work every day in the local congressman's office in the Cannon House office building. As you may remember, Barletta also took his dog to work while he was mayor of Hazleton. His collie named Casey was well known and loved throughout the area, and now Riley is capturing everyone's attention in our nation's capital. Coming up next on FYI, it's our final segment with the Anthracite Region Center for Independent Living, and it's always hard to get motivated to work out on Monday. Well, that's why we have Christy Book around from Core Fitness. She'll help you start the week off right after this break.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday, and I'm Christy. Welcome back to Core Fitness. I'd like to introduce you to our second graduating class of our beautiful boot camp and our fabulous instructor, Nicole Samick. We've talked before about the epidemic that's rising in our country of early childhood obesity, and we like to do everything that we can to combat that. So I'd like to pass it over to Nicole, and she can kind of explain what we're doing here with these girls.
Well, we started this last year. Actually, it was Kim Slesser's idea, the owner of Core Fitness, and she wanted to boost girls' self-esteem because at this age, a lot of girls lack self-esteem, and a better way to do it is through exercise. So that's really why we started this, and to teach girls fitness so it carries on throughout their entire lives. So this is our second year. We have 5 basketball players, a field hockey player, and actually somebody that's brand new to fitness. And they're all doing tremendously well. They start out here at one level, and they're 6 weeks later, they're at a whole totally different level. So talented group of girls here.
So it's not just for the seasoned athlete or
No.
somebody that is constantly...
It's for all fitness levels, whether you're an athlete or you're just starting to work out for the first time, it's for everybody. And girls ages 13 through 18. So, yeah.
And this is something that we would love to continue, so if you're interested in doing that, please call us at CORE at 455-7818. We'd love to put another one together. It's perfect for transitioning between sports if you have some downtime. For us, we started this in the summer because it seems to be a sedentary time when parents are at work and the kids kind of don't have much to do. So for these girls, it was just kind of a time filler, and I think that they learned a lot, and especially from Nicole. She's a great instructor, she's super strong, and I think that they can shake their heads and say she sufficiently kicked their butts. So if you're interested, give us a call and we'll answer any questions that you have. See you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The rain relaxed me so much today at work. It makes it so much easier to get a nap in when that happens. But don't worry, I still had time to get in our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. And they did put out a hazardous weather outlook for our area, as showers and thunderstorms will become more likely from late today through tonight. Heavy downpours will be possible, with localized flood issues possible in areas with poor drainage, such as some cities and village streets. Most areas should not experience any problems. So tonight we do have a chance of thunderstorms and showers, then showers and a possible thunderstorm after midnight, low around 64 degrees. New rainfall between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch possible. On the extended forecast for Tuesday, showers and a possibility of a thunderstorm, high of 77-80% chance of that showers and a thunderstorm. New rainfall between 1/4 and 1/2 inch possible. On Tuesday night, there's a 30% chance of showers. That's mainly before 8 p.m. Our low will be 60 degrees. Wednesday, another chance of showers, partly sunny with a high near 75 degrees. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, low of 54. On Thursday, the sun comes out, high of 75. Thursday night will be clear and cool with a low around 54. For our Friday, sunny with a high near 79, and Friday night will be partly cloudy with a low of 59 degrees.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop on in for a cold treat including our ice cream and yogurt, or some hot food including our burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more. That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton. Treat yourself today.
From the outside, it looks like any other house here in the city of Hazleton, but for many people, it is extremely vital to their life, and that's why this house is known as Vital House. Vital House stands for Vocational and Independence Training for Adult Life, and here to tell us all about it is Diana Morris-Smaglick. She is the Marketing Director and also the Special Projects Director for ARCEL, Anthracite Region Center for Independent Living. A lot of acronyms here.
Always.
You guys have a wealth of information and a lot of names, but she's here to tell us just how vital Vital House is.
We think Vital House is really important. Vital, as you said, stands for Vocational Independence Training for Adult Life, and that's exactly what it is. We work with the Hazleton Area School District and the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation to take young adults with disabilities during their school day and have them come to a house in the community to learn what it's like to run a house in the community. Essentially, they go into the kitchen and they learn how to stock a kitchen, how to prep it, how to budget for their meals, how to plan healthy meals, how to cook, how to clean. They love that part, washing the dishes. That's everybody's favorite, not. But it's really important skills that we don't always think about pushing on kids with disabilities. A lot of times we kind of assume, oh, well, they have a disability, they don't really need to learn that. But it's really important that even if they're not going to use it regularly in their life, they understand what goes into it, what's involved in it, so that they can appreciate what's being done around them.
I got a chance to go into that several times over the past few years and see in action what the children do there. It's amazing, and really, that program should be for all high school students.
I couldn't agree more. It encompasses budgeting, work skills, grooming, interview skills, all kinds of important things that young adults need to be successful in their lives. And we kind of really emphasize certain pieces of it for our young adults with disabilities, but it really is appropriate for everyone. And it's a great program, I have to tell you. I've worked at Vital House, and it's really an engaging, welcoming environment, and I think the young adults learn a great deal from it.
Now, how does one get involved with Vital House? Is it a recommendation through the school district, or how do they get in to be part of that program?
Essentially, kids are recommended by their teachers to come and participate. It's cross-disability, so it doesn't matter if you use a wheelchair, if you're visually impaired, hard of hearing, you have an intellectual disability or a mental health issue. You're welcome at Vital House, and you can learn something at Vital House. So we have a cross-disability coalition that goes in. We work with, like I said, the school district, OVR, and ARCEL staff, and we teach kids who are transitioning into adult life what it's like to be in the community and be as independent as they can be.
Well, we've been focusing on a lot of the aspects of ARCEL because this is the 25th anniversary of the American with Disabilities Act, and also ARCEL itself celebrating 25 years. You have some other services maybe the community not aware of.
True. We mentioned a lot of them before in other segments, but the two that I wanted to emphasize this time were our waiver services program. Now, a waiver essentially is state and federal monies that allow you to remain independent in your community if you're an individual with a disability. You have to apply for it, and that can help provide things like a personal care attendant to help get you out of bed, to help clean your house, to help you stay as independent as you can stay. The other piece, we provide under 60 waiver. The other piece of that is that we also provide a transportation service, which is a for-fee service and is in our basic counties, which are Southern Luzerne, Schuylkill, and Carbon counties, and we provide transportation for individuals who might not otherwise have transportation.
Well, Arcel is doing a number of wonderful things in this community, and if you need their services, all you have to do is ask.
Thank you, Lisa. Now here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 2, 23, pick 3, 883, pick 4, 5954, and pick 5, 06685. Lottery numbers on FYI are brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One Boyer location is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue. The other one is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683. Sportscast is coming up next on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Joe Madden and the Chicago Cubs have an off day on Monday, and they're probably going to enjoy it. Like a lot. Like say you told your buddy to get you a third base hoagie and he comes back with a deluxe and not just a regular cold cut. That's how much the Cubs are going to enjoy this off day. That's because they swept a 4-game series against the team right behind them in the National League wildcard standings. Jake Arrieta got his 13th victory of the season on the mound. He also shut down the Giants for 7 2/3 innings on Sunday. The Cubbies are now 3.5 games up on the Giants for the second wildcard spot. Chicago trails the Pirates by 3.5 for the first wildcard spot. And also a note in Major League Baseball, the Blue Jays swept the Yankees over the weekend, and the AL East is looking very interesting as Toronto is now only a game and a half back behind the Yanks. In the International League on Sunday, the Iron Pigs and Rail Riders both scored 9 runs in victories. Well, do yourself a favor right now and grab any device near you that is connected to the internet, and you're going to want to search Spin-a-Rooney done by Booker T. Used to love watching Booker T in the WWE. After that, go to ppwwrestling.com/shop to get tickets to see wrestling superstar Booker T at Pennsylvania Premier Wrestling's Dig It event this Saturday at Holy Family Academy. Along with Booker T, local favorite Smooth Tommy Suede will also be part of the show, and we'll hear from him later this week on FYI. Bell time is set for 7 p.m. There's a meet and greet with Booker T at 5 p.m. Well, before we get to Ron Marchetti and trivia treats, I want to let the golfers participating in the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce annual golf outing that on Thursday, August 20th, they can win a new car. Berger Family Dealerships is once again sponsoring a hole-in-one contest, so get a hole-in-one at the designated hole and you can win a 2-year lease on a 2015 Buick Encore. This is a picture of a Buick Encore. I'm not sure if it will look exactly like this one, but I found it on Berger's website. It's very easy to use, by the way, and also to my wife, I would really like a Cadillac. There's also a business expo going on at the course that day at Sand Springs Country Club. Oh yeah, and along with the car, there's a $5,000 putting contest. For more information, you can call the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce at 570-455-1509. For more sports information, stay right where you are and listen up, because here's Ron Marchetti with Trivia Treats.
On this day in 1966, 49 years ago, Boog Powell hit 3 home runs for the Orioles to defeat the Red Sox 4-2 in 11 innings at Fenway Park. Powell drove in all 4 runs. Hi everybody, on this August 10th, this is Trivia Treats. Question, who was the youngest player to homer in a Major League game? Answer, playing shortstop for the Dodgers during an 11-1 loss to the Pirates at Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. On this day in 1945, Tommy Brown became the youngest player ever to homer in a big league game. He hit the homer off Preacher Row. Brown was 17 years, 8 months, and 14 days of age, and was playing in the bigs only because of the large numbers of players who were wearing military uniforms as a result of World War II. More than 50,000 fans, many of them teenagers, showed up at Comiskey Park at this time in 1979, 36 years ago, for Disco Demolition Night. Between games of a twin bill between the Detroit Tigers and Chicago White Sox, disco records were to be burned, much to the delight of rock fans who paid 98 cents to get into the park. Many of the fans started to sling their records Frisbee style onto the field during the first game, a game that was delayed a number of times and finally won by Detroit 4-1. During the record burning, an estimated 5,000 fans raced onto the field and would not return to their seats despite appeals from Bill Veeck, owner of the Chicago White Sox. The umpires determined the crowd was too difficult to control. Furthermore, the field had become a mess. Mother of God. The second game was called and forfeited to the Tigers. So Detroit won a doubleheader that day. The last ever Disco Demolition Night. Touching other bases, another question. In the Who's on First comedy sketch that Bud Abbott and Lou Costello made famous, what was the name of the right fielder? Do you remember? First baseman was who? Second baseman what? Third baseman, I don't know. Shortstop, I don't care. Left fielder, why? Center fielder, because. Catcher today, pitcher tomorrow. Who was the right fielder? Think no more. The name of one player, the right fielder, was routinely omitted. Till Monday, August 17th. Stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, located at 223 South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be having a free meal Saturday, August 15th from noon to 2 p.m. Everyone is welcome to attend. Our next announcement, auditions will be held Tuesday, August 11th for the MPB Community Players 24th Annual Musical Theater production, Meet Me in St. Louis, which will be held in October at Trinity Lutheran Church in Hazleton. Everyone is invited for this family-friendly production. Auditions will be held 7 p.m. in the basement of Most Precious Blood Church. For more information, just call 570-401-6679. And finally, the next event in the McAdoo Youth Dance Series will be held Wednesday, August 12th at Adams Street Playground. Admission is free and music will run from 7 to 9:45. Snacks and refreshments will be available. For info, just call 570-929-2224. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Donald Gerhardt of Wernersville. Memorial is Thursday at 11 a.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 9:30 to 11 a.m. Ethel M. Kitchen of Weatherly. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 6 to 8 p.m. Phyllis Bernice Shoemaker, formerly of Whitehaven. Celebration of Life will be held Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Clark's Congregational Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. And Ruth Keel of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Hazel Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Amelia Henry of Junedale. Amelia, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Busy sports week coming up. Tomorrow we have part 2 of our Penn State Football Media Day coverage. Part 3 is on Wednesday. Thursday we preview PPW's Big Dig It event this weekend at Holy Family Academy. So stay tuned for all that and much more. We'll see you then. Till then, take it easy, everyone.